Good morning, folks. Welcome to another episode of On the Court, First Coffee. My name is David George Smith. Hope everyone's having a great Thursday. I believe that's today. Yes, Thursday. Yep, almost Friday. Thursday. Sorry about not getting the episode last night, or yesterday morning, rather, not last night. Um, Apologies for that. A couple things to talk about today in the basketball world. First thing I want to talk about is literally just this morning came out that Miami Heat coach Eric Spoelstra had a fire at his home. A lot of damage. He was thankfully no injuries. Eric Spoelstra was not home. Happened around 4:30 a.m. Just terrible. Just a terrible thing to go through. Um, just horrible, horrible, horrible. So thoughts and prayers out to Coach Spo, legend. I hope everything's okay with that. Uh, Very sorry here. Uh, Turning to some more basketball. The Heat, or excuse me, the Spurs and Lakers played last night. Spurs are going to give you a loss to the Lakers last night. Down to the wire. Close game. Lakers squeeze it out. Luka's back. Almost had a triple double. Finished with 22, 7, and 6. Doncic and the Lakers. Victor Wembanyama fouled out. There's a couple things, yeah. What a great game. Spurs led as many as 12 points in the game. Lakers never had a lead over 4. Spurs had 3 players foul out. Insane. Victor Wembanyama finished with 19 points, 8 rebounds. Pretty good. Yeah, just a very close game last night. Very, very close. Let me know your thoughts about that. Luka finally back with the Lakers. Everybody, waiting for that, sort of waiting to see what. Especially me, I'm waiting to see what the spacing can do. Um, that game could have gone either way last night. So yeah, I'm interested. I'm still interested to see when especially when LeBron comes back, what's going to happen with that. Let's see how Bronny did last night. I watched a little bit of the game. Let's see. Bronny apparently did not show up. Again, the second that people see that Bronny has a bad game, the 55th overall pick, mind you, the second that people see that, they're just going to be come down his neck. It's ridiculous. How about these Mavericks, huh? 2-6 start. They got the hyped up number 1 overall pick in Cooper Flag, and they are just not playing good basketball, folks. Cooper Flag says it's the most he's lost ever, he thinks. Get a solid rebound against the Wizards. It's a solid game against the Wizards. 20 points, 9 rebounds. Missed the jump, just the jumper to win the game. It's unfortunate. Actually, it was a tie, rather. Forgot, but this is a guy that's never really been around a team that's retooling, a team that's sort of trying to redefine their image. I don't think the Mavericks. Well, I don't think the Mavericks realize that. I don't think a lot of people realize, rather, excuse me, that the Mavericks have a lot to repair after that Luka trade. I mean, you traded a guy that's 25, one of the faces of the league, if not the face. I mean, at this point, besides LeBron and KD, at this point, if you go up to somebody on the street and say, hey, name one NBA player, they're probably going to tell you Luka Doncic. It's probably going to be Luka, especially now that he's a Laker. I mean, that just adds icing on the cake. And you traded him away. It's baffling. It's baffling. We can go on and on and on about how ridiculous the trade was. But people don't. But the point is, people don't realize that the Mavericks have a lot to work with on. The retooling. I wouldn't say that they're rebuilding. I think that they have a chance to make a play-in. They probably have to go through a rebuild. I don't think Kyrie and AD are the answer long term. Think about Cooper Flag's career. I mean, he's the Blue Devils that last year went 35-4. Played for Montverde Academy, which isn't far from 33-0. Won the national championship. So he's always been around amazing basketball. It's very interesting to see. Very interesting. I often think about how that works. I think about a guy like Norris Cole. You guys remember Norris Cole? He was the backup point guard for the Miami Heat during the LeBron, Wade, Bosh era. He gets drafted immediately into the 2012 finals season. Goes back to back the next year. Goes to the finals the next year. Think about, a guy like that, Norris Cole. Maybe he needs to come on the show. Norris Cole, if you're listening, and we know you are, let me ask you about that. Does that have any effect? I want to know how that affects your career. Because you immediately come into a dynasty. That's all you know. You know what I mean? I think it's the same thing for Cooper Flag. All he knows is elite basketball. Montverde Academy, Duke. Now you're on a struggling Mavericks team that's hung over from the worst trade in NBA history. So let me know your thoughts about that. It's like you said, it's the worst he's lost ever. Apparently. It's interesting. Here's an article. Spencer Haywood feels under-recognized. Interesting. Spencer Haywood. Thinks he's unrecognized. He's the first one. He's the first guy ever that came out of high school directly into the NBA. He set that milestone, set that sort of paved the way for that, and he knows it. He's an NBA champion with the Lakers. He just feels He feels unrecognized. Interesting. Very interesting. You're the youngest men's Olympic basketball player to put on the uniform for Team USA, gold medalist with the Team USA in the Olympics in 1968. Led the league in scoring as a rookie in the ABA for the Denver Rockets. Interesting guy. Interesting story. The there was the Winning Time show that he was a part of. They had Spencer Haywood in the show. Um, heavily dramatized. Heavily dramatized. Is that the word I'm looking for? Dramatized? Traumatized? Dramatized? Dramatized. I don't know. Traumatized. Whatever. Let me know your thoughts about that. Just an article I saw. Spencer Haywood, one big part of that 1979-80 team, the Lakers, winning that championship. Let's talk about this John Morant situation too. What's going on with this? It says that he's not enjoying basketball. Trade market's opening up for him. Rumors spitting up. People are going crazy. A John Morant trade would destroy the league in a good way. Porters asked him if he felt the same amount of joy he usually does playing basketball. He simply said no. He's not enjoying playing basketball. Came out the other day, got suspended for saying that for blaming the team after he played lousy, and then he just blamed the team. Average NBA player moment where you just blame everybody else for your problems, even though you suck. That goes for you, James Harden. That goes for you, Kyrie. That goes for you, to an extent, Russell Westbrook. But I respect the hell out of Westbrook now. So I'm not going to throw him in that category, but I will especially throw James Harden in that category. You don't show up in the playoffs. You don't show up to play, and then you just blame everyone else around you. That's toxic, bro. That's mad toxic, bro. So what's going on with that? Why are you doing that? And the trade market's not even open. You're reading about it. It's like, dude, we don't want that. That's the thing. It's the thing about attitude, about sportsmanship that people don't realize. It's like John Morant. I love him. He's a great player. He's my favorite, probably my favorite player outside of LeBron and the entire Sixers team. So I'm throwing everybody on the Sixers, and then I got LeBron at number 2. And then number 3 is John Morant. I love the way he plays. I think he's eccentric. I think he's electric. I think he's magnificent at basketball. But then it's all this stuff about, and the whole Instagram Live thing where he was, acting out. That I don't care about that stuff. That stuff didn't mean much to me. But now it's like, you're coming out, you're getting suspended for quote unquote conduct detrimental to the team. And there's not much that people are giving you. You don't play much. It's not like we've seen John Morant play basketball a lot. Morant has not played in 7 consecutive games since the 2023 season. You haven't played 7 games in a row in 2 years. That's the problem I have with a lot of these guys, mostly Kyrie and Harden. That's the biggest problem I have. Is that you don't play, or that you play mid, you don't show up in the playoffs, whatever the case may be. The problem is that you're a toxic player, and then you still keep blaming everybody else around you. I'm happy the teams are catching on, and I'm happy for it. I'm happy the teams catch on and they go, hey, we don't like that You're not a good sportsman. You're not showing good sportsmanship. I like that. I like when the teams do that. I don't care if we. I'd rather lose without you than win with you being a little whiny brat. That's just the cool. It's just better for everybody else's sanity, better for everyone else's mental health. And just as a basketball, you play better basketball when you're a good sportsman and when everybody's working together. When you're coming out blaming the team and you're coming out and saying that you don't have joy playing basketball, you don't have joy making millions of dollars playing basketball. You don't find joy in that. Then let me go and take your spot. Let me go take your spot. I'll find plenty of joy. Let me suit up and play point guard for the Grizzlies. I'll find plenty of joy playing basketball. And you don't even have to give me $1 million a year. Give me $100K a year. Give me $50K a year. I'll do it. You're not finding joy in playing basketball? Get out of here. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let me know your thoughts about that. Just gonna see what games are on today. Literally one game on today because it's Thursday night football. Clippers and Suns at Phoenix, 9 o'clock. I think the Clippers will take that one. What's the Thursday night game for football? Raiders Broncos. So I'm going to take out a second mortgage, put everything I have on the Denver Broncos and their players, and then yeah, I'm probably going to just get rich from there. That's going to be my origin story. It's making money off the Denver Broncos against the Raiders on Thursday Night Football. But let me know your thoughts about the NBA this week. A couple things going on. John Morant might get dealt. Luka's back with the Lakers. Spurs are playing great basketball. The Mavericks have been having some woes. Wonder what's going on. What is going on? I was watching the Knicks and Timberwolves. Wow, Jalen Brunson. He was 23. I think at the half he had like 7. Yeah, a lot going on in the NBA right now. Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to wrap it up here today. I hope everyone has a great Thursday. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. Have a good one.